Hello car lovers driving the 2024 Honda Passport Black Edition. This is the all-equipped model. First, an overview. The Honda Passport is a mid-size two-row SUV. For 2024, mid-trim Passport Trail Sport has an enhanced suspension and tire combo. The top-of-the-line Black Edition, our tester, has a more aggressive design, updated interior. All Passports come with all-wheel drive, V6 producing 280 horsepower and 262 pounds of torque. This is one of the smoothest V6s in the industry, and it comes with a 9-speed automatic. Our Black Edition has 20-inch wheels. The others have reasonable 18-inch wheels. Fuel economy is 12.5 liters in the city, 9.8 liters on the highway. All models have tri-zone climate control, all have active noise cancellation, and all have basic driving aids. Even the base model has a 7-speaker sound system with a subwoofer. Our Black Edition has 10 speakers with a subwoofer. This has to be one of the most comfortable SUVs I've ever driven, and quiet. Currently, the Honda website has no more 2024 Passports. However, there are many in the dealer lots. What to say about this vehicle? That hasn't really changed much over time. I've already test drove this vehicle once or twice, and it is aging. Let's just go over through some of those things. The price of this vehicle is between $53,000 and $60,000 plus tax, which is it's expensive. What does it deliver at that price? Well, the exterior styling is conservative. It's bulky. It's masculine at the same time. It's okay. And that's what I have to say about the exterior styling. How does this vehicle drive? I love the suspension on this vehicle. I think it's very well adapted to the Montreal roads. We talk about, I was making the remark on the French version. We're talking about I always talk about how crappy the Montreal roads are. I mean, they're some of the worst in the world, in the developed world. However, I'm a little bit hard on Montreal. It's really the greater Montreal area. I've been living outside of Montreal now for quite some time, for over a year, and I can tell you the cancer has spread. Right? We can see our deficits in our road. It's a reminder. So the suspension of this vehicle, consequently, very well adapted. I'm driving here. It's wonderful. I'm not feeling, it's not jarring at all. Ross finds it's an inch perhaps more taut than its competitors. I think it's very well adapted. I think you're not going to have any problems with that. So that's the suspension. The engine transmission, well, it's the old reliable, right? It's the Honda V6 in front, which does plenty of power. It's hyper smooth, and we have here the 9-speed automatic. So this is what I have to say about the drivetrain. It has a good rep, and that is amplified by the resale value of the very high resale value of these vehicles. There's a confidence in the reliability by the consumer, and they're usually pretty right about that. The inside, I think that this is where Honda is weak. It's the interior styling. They're falling behind in this vehicle, and I've been driving Pilots and Passports now for over 5 years, and it's true that the Pilot was redone, but this is the old Honda. Feels like I took a pill that's written 2018 and I swallowed it, and I woke up and I'm inside this Passport, and it's 2018. This Passport, the infotainment, I gotta say, is very bright. It's sufficiently reactive. It's sufficiently easy to use, but boy, does it ever look dated. I mean, super dated. Here, the digital dash looks, I don't know, it just looks super dated. I don't know. This steering wheel with the thin rims. This interior, there's no color breakup. The only thing that they use to break up the color is the piano black, which I guess is okay on the vertical surfaces, unacceptable on the horizontal surfaces in 2024. So that is that. Other notes to make. Well, the seats are very comfortable. The sound insulation is superior. The driving experience, very high off the road. I see compact crossovers. They all look like pygmies compared to this vehicle. So you really get that. For a two-row SUV, it feels great. The driver aids are impeccable for Honda. This steering wheel, if you look at the steering wheel, inside the steering wheel, the controls, my ex-girlfriend had a 2012 Honda Civic. This is the same touch materials as there was, like for the buttons inside the steering wheel, as there were in her car, which is kind of borderline unacceptable for a $60,000 plus tax vehicle. Here, the doors, they feel solid. Not really. This feels kind of cheap for the door pull. So there's a lack in terms of the interior quality. There isn't in terms of the interior space. There's at least 4 or 5 inches here between Ross's and I's elbow. We have the tremendous mansplaining position, both of us. I'm feeling so comfortable. I could drive to New York City in this vehicle, no problem, in a cocoon-like atmosphere. This is not all its rivals do that, right? So some of them, the sun insulation isn't quite as good. The comfort isn't quite as good. Plenty of room sitting behind myself. Obviously, it's a 2-row, so there's no challenge, right? There. So very good on that level. Pretty decent trunk room, too, in back. Ross has got a bunch of crap back there, and it's doing the job. So functional, utilitarian, conservative on the outside, lacking a bit of design on the inside. You do get the good sound system. You do get the good driving aids, like I said. You do get the interior quiet. So this vehicle is, I would say, competent and unspectacular. That would be in the final analysis. I think it will keep Honda clients at the brand, but it will not go out and get new clients. See Mazda CX-70 for that. So that's kind of where we are for this vehicle. I think it desperately needs an interior refresh. I would say this vehicle is recommendable on the lease, though you should shop its competitors. On the purchase, I think it's more attractive because of the long-term reliability. It's highly recommendable on the purchase. And those are my thoughts on the Honda Passport Black Edition. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, well then of course, you should subscribe. And that is it.